A professional mermaid instructor that owns Delmarva's premier mermaid entertainment. So Tasha Haight is a professional mermaid instructor that owns Delmarva's premier mermaid entertainment company. She also happens to be a children's book author and will be soon launching her 9th book on February 7th. And this morning she's here to tell us all about her new book, Mermaid Tasha's Friends, Maeve. Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
No, absolutely. So first of all, obviously, a mermaid instructor. So what do you do in the first place? Tell us a little bit about your company.
Yeah, so I own Mermaid Tasha LLC, which is Delmarva's premier mermaid entertainment company, and we have 3 kind of arms or branches to that. So we have our mermaid performance side, which we do pretty much anything you'd want a mermaid for. We can do birthday parties. We do a lot of hotel appearances. So with our hotels, we'll either do mermaid interactions, where our mermaids will just swim around interacting with the guests, or we actually do mermaid swim shows, where we have choreographed routines and story time, and then it's followed by the pictures with the guests and all that. And then the second branch is the PADI Mermaid certifications, as you mentioned. So this is where people can actually come learn how to be a mermaid and how to do it safely and swim in the tail and get all that cool living your dreams and mermaid fantasies. And then the third aspect is the children's books, which I'm super excited about my new one coming out February 7th.
That's perfect. I mean, how do you get into something like that? I'm assuming a love for mermaids, but to be able to make a living out of it. Talk about that.
Yeah, so I actually knew a person that owned a circus company, and one day she was like, I think mermaids are about to be really popular. I want to add mermaids to my circus. And I was already a lifeguard and a scuba diver and big on water sports. So I was like, oh, pick me. And she was like, you'd be perfect. So her company is based in DC. So I kept sending her the hotel stuff and everything from down here, and she just wasn't interested. So I was like, well, if you're not going to do it, I'll do it. So I was with her company and my company for a while, and now it's just mine.
Wow, and now you've been able to create stories from this and obviously kind of spark that interest again, because I mean, like you said, I mean, mermaids, they have grown in popularity. I think it goes to show. And so now you're on your 9th book, and so talk about some of the premise of these stories that you're writing. And again, to be able to write 9 books, that's impressive.
Thanks. Yeah, definitely. So the first book, there's actually another mermaid company in the area, and they don't swim. Our mermaids swim. Mermaids are supposed to swim.
Yes, in the water, please.
But they just put glitter on kids' faces, and then the kids get in the water and the glitter washes off, and glitter is actually made with microplastics. So my first book came about by me kind of trying to explain why glitter is not good for the environment. And it was pretty well received, and I had a good time writing it. So I just kept going. And last year, some of the mermaids on my team, they were like, we want books. Can we have books? So that's what the one that's coming out, Mermaid Tasha's Friends, Maeve, is the second one in the Mermaid Tasha's Friends series. And it's basically how the mermaids on my team came to meet me. And then it talks about different conservation issues that are important to them. So Maeve's story talks about entanglement and manta rays and derelict fishing gear and all that stuff. Yeah.
That's amazing to think to start out as, something that you're passionate about, obviously something that you were already doing in a way, being in the water, and then now being able to create books out of it and also educate children in a way too. I love that. And, what are you most excited for, obviously, about the, coming out of your book and furthering your company and getting more mermaids out there in the water?
Definitely. I think one of the things I'm most excited for is just inspiring this love of conservation in others. I feel like mermaids are a great way to kind of bridge the gap between people that wouldn't necessarily think twice about the water or the environment, and then getting them to care about it because, oh, well, my mermaid friend lives there. I need to care because I need to protect the mermaid's home, and the mermaid needs to live somewhere beautiful too. So it's a great way to kind of bridge that between people.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And then I guess as we wind down on time, where do people go to get your book and also to learn more about your company and booking their next birthday party? Because I would have loved that as a little girl.
Of course. I'm on social media at Mermaid Tasha, and then my website is mermaidtasha.com, Tasha. And locally, you can get my books at Caprioche Books in Ocean Pines. You can get at Browse About Books in Rehoboth Beach, Bethany Beach Books in Bethany Beach, and the Ocean City Art League on 94th Street.
Perfect. Well, all the information will also be up on our website. But Tasha, thank you so much for joining us this morning and talking just a little bit about what you're doing and using, mermaids to talk about really important issues.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
No, absolutely. And again, all that is on our website after the show.